Okay. So mistakes have already been made today, and the first mistake, I will call it, was I slept in, and I slept through my first class. Because I woke up at 7, right? Like when my alarm went off, and I just went back to sleep. I guess unintentionally, but it had to have been intentional if I did it. But, and then I woke up, and I was like, oh, I probably just, like, slept, like, an extra 10 minutes. And it was 9:40, which is like 20 minutes before my class, which meant I was not getting to class remotely on time. So I just bit the bullet, and I was like, I'm just gonna make my breakfast, leave as soon as possible, because last time we had an exam, I literally could not print my Scantron for the exam, so I had to ask my professor for one, and that was just super stressful. So I just want to give myself time to print it, and then obviously I could just go over my flashcards more, because I'm absolutely not prepared for this exam. But when am I ever prepared for a biology exam? But as for things I want to do today, I want to go to the gym, hit my cardio, stretch. I want to hit my macros, of course. I want to read, and I don't know what homework I have, but probably do a little bit of that once I find out what it is. And then, what else? I think that's about it. So, pretty basic day, to be honest. And at least I got to sleep more, which is always good to some degree. But I have my breakfast here. Here's the macros. And here's my 4 eggs, 20 grams of spinach, 85 grams of egg whites, my bread, my turkey, bacon, cheese, peanut butter, yogurt bowl, all that jazz. And then, oh no. And then here's the oatmeal bowl. And yeah, I think that's it for now. So I will see y'all after I've taken my exam and when I'm doing whatever I'm doing next. So goodbye. Okay, ignore my PlayStation should be turning on. But you might be wondering, Jesus, if you're eating your second meal, why aren't you outside like you usually are? And it's because since I slept in and I just went to my second class and bombed my exam, I just went to my friend's apartment, ate a banana, watched an episode of Chainsaw Man, and then went to the gym. But my mom wanted me to pick up some donuts, and then I went and they gave me a cinnamon twist and then some donut holes that my dad ate for free. So I think this should be my last meal. So it's just the chicken that I would usually eat in the middle of the day, plus the cinnamon twist and the donut holes. So I don't know why my monitor's not turning on. This is kind of annoying, but yeah, I already hit legs. I did my cardio. I stretched. It was a good leg day, I think. So all I have to do today is I want to edit yesterday's video and today's video just to catch up, and then I also need to read. But that should be it for today, and hopefully go to sleep not too late so that I can wake up at a decent time tomorrow, and then especially need to be asleep on time tomorrow because I have school the next day and I need to lock in because I missed my accounting class today, which is not good. But my monitor just might not be plugged in, honestly. But yeah, so let me show y'all. Here's the macros for this chicken. Here's said chicken and potatoes, and then the donut holes are in there. Hopefully you can see that. And then the cinnamon the cinnamon twist is in there. So yeah, that's it for now. I will see y'all when I am talking about what I read. So goodbye. Oh, okay. I've done my reading. Low-key, I edited yesterday's video and posted it, but I've low-key been doom scrolling my brain off because it's 11:28. So I'm gonna do my reading and then end this video because I've ate everything for the day. But I'll start with Deuteronomy 27, which is titled The Altar on Mount Ebal. where basically Moses and the elders of Israel command the people to build an altar on Mount Ebal out of, it says, you shall set up stones concerning which I command, you shall set up these stones concerning which I command you today and coat them with plaster, and you shall build there an altar to the Lord your God, an altar made of stones that no iron tool has touched. You shall build this altar of, oh my gosh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, thank you. You shall build this altar of the Lord your God with unhewn stones, and you shall offer on it burnt offerings to the Lord your God, and you shall also offer communion sacrifices and eat them there, rejoicing in the presence of the Lord your God. And it says, on the stones you shall inscribe all the words of this law very clearly. Moses with the Levitical priests then said to all of Israel, be silent, Israel, and listen. This day you have become the people of the Lord your God. You shall obey the voice of the Lord your God and keep his commandments and statutes which I am giving you today. And then the next part is preparation for blessings and curses. It basically says that Moses said to the people, when you cross the Jordan, you shall stand on Mount Gerizim to bless the people, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Joseph, and Benjamin. And these shall stand on Mount Ebal for the curse, Reuben, Gad, Asher, Zebulun, Dan, and Naphtali. And it says, the next part is the 12 curses. It says, the Levites shall proclaim it in a loud voice to all the Israelites, cursed be anyone who makes a carved or molten idol, an abomination to the Lord, the work of a craftsman's hands, and sets it up in secret. Okay, and at the end of all of these, it says, and all the people shall answer amen. Cursed be anyone who dishonors father or mother. Amen. Cursed be anyone who moves a neighbor's boundary markers. Cursed be anyone who misleads the blind on their way. Cursed be anyone who deprives the resident alien, the orphan, or the widow of justice. Cursed be anyone who has relations with his father's wife, for he dishonors his father's bed. Cursed be anyone who has relations with any animal. Cursed be anyone who has relations with his sister, whether his father's daughter or his mother's daughter. Cursed be anyone who has relations with his mother-in-law. Cursed be anyone who strikes down a neighbor in secret. Cursed be anyone who accepts payment to kill an innocent person. And the people shall answer amen. Cursed be anyone whose actions do not uphold the words of his law, and all the people shall answer amen. So it says, and all the people shall answer amen to all of these. But that is all of Deuteronomy 27. And then Deuteronomy 28 starts with the blessings for obedience, which I just want to say for reference, because I'm not going to read them all, because they all kind of, I don't want to say they say the same thing, but like, actually, I'll read the blessings, but I'll make my point after I read the blessings. It says, now, if you diligently obey the voice of the Lord your God, carefully observing all his commandments that I give you today, the Lord will set you will set you high above all the nations of the earth. All these blessings will come upon you and overwhelm you when you obey the voice of the Lord your God. You may be blessed in the city and blessed in the country. Blessed be the fruit of your womb, the produce of your soil, and the offspring of your livestock, the issue of your herds and the flock of your youngs. Blessed be your grain basket and your kneading bowl. May you be blessed in your coming in and blessed in your coming out. And what it means by coming in and coming out, it says in your coming in and in your coming out means at the beginning and at the end of every action and of all actions in general. And then the next part is victory and prosperity. So this is like a continuation of the blessings that they'll get if they keep his commandments. The Lord will beat down before you the enemies that rise up against you. They will come out against you from one direction and flee before you in seven. The Lord will affirm the blessing upon you on your barns and of all your undertakings. He will bless you in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. The Lord will establish you as a holy people as he swore to you if you keep the commandment of the Lord your God and walk in his ways. All the peoples of the earth will see that the name of the Lord is proclaimed over you, and they will be afraid of you. The Lord will generously increase the fruit of your womb, the offspring of your livestock, and the produce of your soil upon the land which the Lord swore to your ancestors he would give you. The Lord will open up for you his rich storehouse, the heavens, to give your land rain in due season, and to bless all the works of your hands. You will lend to many nations, but borrow from none. The Lord will make you the head, not the tail, the top, not the bottom, if you obey the commandments of the Lord your God, which I am giving you today, observing them carefully, not turning aside either to the right or to the left from any of the words which I am giving you today, following other gods and serving them. So that is 14 lines, okay? The first 14 lines discuss the blessings. And the next part of Deuteronomy 28 is the curses for disobedience. And I'm just going to say that basically it just says all of this, which you just heard, the blessings, just reverse them and take them all away and do the opposite. And that is the curses for disobedience. but it goes so in depth into these curses that compared to the 14 lines used to describe the blessings, from line 15 to line 69, from what's 69 minus 15? Where's my calculator? Stop. Oh my gosh, sorry. 69 minus 15. So that is 54 lines of curses, of the curses that will happen if they don't keep the Lord's commandments. So, I wonder if this says anything about it. So for the outline of this chapter, it says that Deuteronomy chapter 28 outlines the blessings for obedience to God's law and the curses for disobedience. It prevents a conditional covenant where faithfulness leads to prosperity, good health, and victory, while unfaithfulness results in disease, poverty, defeat, and exile. The chapter serves as a stark reminder that God's favor and protection are contingent upon the people's adherence to his commandments. But yeah. So that is the 2 chapters that I read today. It's 11:35. So I'm probably gonna download today's footage and then edit it, and then while it's uploading, I'll probably go take a shower and go to bed. But I think I'm gonna watch some Chainsaw Man before I do. So yeah, that's it for today. So here's the macros for the whole day. And yeah, like if you want, comment if you want, subscribe if you want, and I will see y'all tomorrow for day 86, which is almost day 90, which is exciting because that leaves only a month after that. So yeah, goodbye.